What is going on, my skiing friends and family? Today is a huge day. Last week I showed you the steepest runs on Blackcomb, but this week I'm shaking it up and I'm going to be showing you the steepest runs on Whistler. Whistler's got some steep terrain. It's no Blackcomb. It's got less variety and less triple black diamonds than Blackcomb, but Whistler is still pretty bonkers. So we're gonna have some fun today. We're gonna ski as many steep runs as possible. Dropping. So I'm gonna finish up with this drive. I'm gonna focus on the road, and I'll see you guys at the top of the peak chair. Beautiful blooper day in the peak, and I'm gonna go for a little rip down the Cirque. It's icy, it's hard packed, and there's no better day to ski the steepest shit than when it's hard packed. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. It makes it even more challenging. So the Cirque is a bit easier than the Couloir. There's a huge cornice, so don't go anywhere near this cornice here. It is a Mongo cornice. Like, I'm talking the biggest cornice ever. You come around the cornice and down to the left here. It looks like they did a decent job blasting this cornice recently. Negotiating this entrance isn't that hard. It's not black, it's just icy. You don't really want to be under this cornice. If you see these black marks, those are the bombs the patrol puts into here. Sometimes this entrance can be easier to ski. So once you get to this point, underneath this horrifying cornice you never want to fall on you, you can do a jump turn and you're in, and that's it. One jump turn and you're turning. This is a hard packed mess. Cold spit snow in here. That's all slide debris right now. So none of the snow is looking too pleasurable in here right now. Whew. Huge ice chunks following me on my way down. In here there's some fun chutes. Nice. The snow's pretty garb, so I'm not gonna do it today. I'll put in a clip. The boys coming through here the other time. But yeah, there's the look from the top, right? It's not too crazy once you're in it. That entrance is just a little funny. This is as bad as it gets. The bottom part of this. My God. Couloir does not even look skiable right now. Like, literally unskiable. Might even be closed. So a quick hike up from the Harmony chair. You got two of the hairiest runs on the Whistler side. Excitation and Exhilaration. They're pretty condition dependent. You can ski anywhere along this ridge. You can come off the top and in. The lines further to the left, given their like crazy entrances, are actually, in my opinion, crazier like to get into. These are like the worst conditions you could be skiing this in. Patrol blast these cornices, but right here I can see this cornice is starting to break off. So that's pretty spooky. Let's get Excitation a rip. Let's get in here today. We gotta kind of do a little wandering and weaseling. Look at this, guys. So they've tried to blast that cornice and it just has not gone yet. That is horrifying. Look at that thing, guys. Hanging on by a thread. Bad way to die, that's for sure. Ah! Woo! Woo! There we go. Oh man, that's fun. Excitation, my snow's following me down. Cornice didn't fall on me, so that's good. That's Exhilaration right there. Oh, it doesn't look horrible. A little bit of pow, a little bit of pow, a little bit of weird pow. A little bit of pow, a little bit of pow. Weirdest little zone here. Exhilaration is even higher and on the other side. This first slot, that's Excitation. There's two different entrances, the right and the left. Exhilaration is the one on the right, pretty much a straight line. It looks skiable. the proper entrance. But that cornice has not been skied. I do not want to be the guy to release it. Come in, we're gonna drop it sideways. Top part is pretty soft. Now the question is, how do I even get across this thing? I don't want to fall off that rock. I'll tell you that much for free, and I don't want this cornice to go. What's the cornice on this side too? Ha! Fuck! I gotta get in soon. I'm gonna fall off this rock. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Dropping off that rock almost. That was the sketchiest thing. I'm in Exhilaration proper. Next time I'm entering from the top, because I probably can maybe do it. I'm gonna get away from this cornice. This is steep as hell, guys. Right on. Woo! Woo! I'm not doing this in a super beautiful fashion. Kind of just jump turning down. Not like I'm no cool pro skier, but this is steep skiing at its finest. There we go. Okay. Well, that was the sketchiest run of the day. No doubt about that. Now it's gonna open up into some power turns. Yeehaw! Oh! Hey! Yeah! All right. Oh, man. So there we go. That was my line. There we go, guys. Sketchiest line I've done in a while. Crossing over that rock at the top was a no fall zone, and I just made it across it. All right, let's keep shredding. The funnest little spot of the day. Boing, 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 boing. Ooh-wee. All right, guys, it's super windy up here. That's the top of Monday. The West Bowl. This is Monday. One of the steepest runs on this side. It's not marked. This is Cockalorum. This whole huge, nice cornice drop into the West Bowl. And you got Stefans Chute and the other chute off on the other side. So it's super windy. We're gonna ski down this. So let's drop in, baby. Straightforward line. Cockalorum is pretty straightforward. So Mondays is pretty fun. It's pretty steep. If you want even steeper, hit that cornice on Cockalorum, depending on what it's like at any given time. Let's go over to Harmony. Yeah. Sun Bowl. Sun Bowl's sick. It gets hit with great sunlight, hence called Sun Bowl throughout the day. The steepest runs on Sun Bowl are to the far right or far left, but the far right's called Sun Bowl Chutes. These aren't marked, and it's kind of just like, depending on the conditions, depending on the day, you can hit them or you can't hit them. What we're working with. So I started a bit low. I should have gone higher. So here's the easiest of the chutes, but the higher you start, the crazier they are, really. There you go. There's one of the Sun Bowl chutes. You can come on this one too. Well, this takes a bit more snow, as you can see. It's a bit more interesting. You come in, it's actually less steep. You come in, you gotta dodge the rocks, navigate those at the bottom, or you can just jump off this one. But Sun Bowl is such a sweet zone. The next steep chute I'm gonna give a whirl is called Staggerhome Chute. I'm on the ridge, just kind of above where the rendezvous is. So you come down from Harmony, there's the peak there. So you come down from Harmony, you get off the chair, you go right, you traverse across under the T-bar along this ridge. That's the easiest way back to rendezvous from the top of Harmony. But the Staggerhome Chute's just kind of tucked. There's a cliff rope and it's just kind of tucked right in here. It looks pretty fun. Well, I wouldn't say fun. From the chair, I thought it looked like a straight line, but I should be able to do jump turns the whole way down. So let's give it a whirl. That is a huge rock. Oh, isn't this a pleasant idea? Jump over the rock. There we go. No more rocks. Now I can turn. Yes. So, looks like it gets skinnier down here. I want to bomb out of here. Switch to icy to bomb out. But side slippings for cheaters. Oh, I sent a lot of chunks out of here. There's the chute looking back at it. I wouldn't rate that super highly because you got a cat track beneath. So if you want to come out with some speed, you're not going to be able to come out super fast. Let's go ski something else steep. Oh, wow. We are on the top of Lesser Flute. There's the North Bowl, and we've got the main bowl kind of tucked behind there where those rocks are. North Flute, really, really sick steeps. Woo! And you also got the Flute Chutes, which are really, really intense, but you need the right conditions. And today, it's not the right conditions. Like, it is just boilerplate ice on the black runs today, folks. So we've just time traveled into a much foggier day, very typical of Whistler. We're gonna go do West Cirque from the high entrance, and hopefully we have some visibility. So let's get on over there. So right now we're on the West Cirque high entrance. There's a cornice right here. You pop off it and you get into West Cirque. You can see the roundhouse down there, and the visibility is just okay. Nothing more than okay. You don't usually see me do this, but the snow's icy and the drop off the cornice today is about 3 feet. I always hate turning around, but you got to use common sense sometimes. And that cornice right now looks like it's about 3 foot drop, which isn't too bad. But I got these skis on. No reason to take no undue risk. That's where it is. It's a super fun way to enter when the conditions are decent. But we'll ski the normal West Cirque right now. Let's do it. That cornice right there, that is the high entrance. Right now, you could get in off the tip of that cornice right there. So there's no jump. But the manly way to get in off the high entrance is to jump off this cornice right here. It's about 3 or 4 feet right now. So the only way you're getting in is kind of coming off this cornice there. Nice. I don't mind this at all. It's a nice kind of soft hard pack. So that there ridge, that's West Ridge. That one little chute you can kind of see right there, that's called Sunrise Chute, gets the morning sun. West Cirque is a super long, super sustained, awesome steep skiing run. Probably one of my favorites, coupled with Christmas trees. Mwah, absolute banger. Phew. Good morning, good morning. Danger, cliff area, stay left. Well, I'm gonna stay left. Sunrise is this line right here. It gets the morning sun. It's a nice little chute, not super high exposure, so it's a pretty good line to mix in. If you're coming kind of from West Cirque, you can loop around, get a nice little chute run. Can sometimes hold the snow nicely in the wind. This is elevator. See how well we can see down it today. Goodness me, can't see a darn thing. I don't see any skiing lines down it yet. So it looks like you have to ski cut over to about there, and then you can rip down. I couldn't quite get a handle on elevator. It's one of those runs, it's not actually that challenging, but it's one of those runs that needs a good snowpack. Escalator is a great one. It's not exposed at all. Nice and steep, fun little chute. Almost looks like I'll be the first guy skiing this today, so that'll be fun. So that's the elevator right there. As you can see, those ice sheets aren't really covered up. moral of the story, just doesn't look fun. She ain't covered up enough for my liking today. So this is Harmony Horseshoe number 5. All the Harmony horseshoes are all super steep, so they got to be included in the steep skiing video. This one's marked, and it's got one of the wackiest entrances. Then the visibility is pretty junk. Probably the steepest or weirdest of the bunch, give or take, that's marked. But you can jump off anywhere on the cornice on a clear day and have a super steep line. It's so much fun getting into this bowl when it's clear and just ripping it up. And this is gonna be one of the most awkward entrances you ever see me do, but I gotta do it for the boys. Risking it for the biscuit, boys. This is called the fall-in method. One turn, look at my ski is probably gonna snap. Make sure it gets around. There we go. Oh, that was dumb. So right here you can see the straight in entrance. Looks like someone did it half recently. That actually would have been easier today. Just takes one drop in and one turn. I made that super ridiculous. All right, let's go ski into nothing. Skiing into oblivion. Nice snow though. Can't see a thing, but it feels great. Well, there's Harmony Horseshoe. You can see all the horseshoes a bit better from here. But overall, super uneventful and super boring line for you guys to watch. Can't see a thing in this fog. So I'm gonna take some turns down here and try to break my legs on Avi debris. Then we'll head off to our next steep one. So this right here, folks, is what I like to call the Harmony Chute. It's a super fun one. I think I got some footage of me skiing it last year. You kind of come off the top and you can jump or turn, depending on snowpack, off this little ice and head straight down. Shameless promotion. All right, so here we are, we're at the Couloirs. So Couloir, in my opinion, is actually a tougher run than the Cirque in terms of the entrance. Probably one of the spookiest feeling marked runs in terms of steep skiing. So here we are, we're at the top of the Couloir. So you've got this little hike kind of up to here. You can do it in your skis. Very big cornice on Couloir at the top. Not as crazy as the Cirque spooky cornice, but still a pretty big one. Climb up over the cornice to the corner. The drop in is typically the worst part. Quite rocky, quite awkward to get into. This looks just miserable. No one's been in here today, and I don't freaking blame them. Oh man. Well guys, that is the worst I've ever seen it. And that's just horrible. Look at all the rocks. This is such a bummer. I'm trying to show you all the steep skiing runs, and I've been trying to make this video for about 2 flipping weeks, and the conditions are just not cooperating. But it's a good lesson to learn, you know, if the conditions are no good, what's the point of skiing it? That's just like a bunch of open rocks and cornice debris in there. So it's like not gonna be fun, and it's also not even worth doing. So the couple runs that I haven't been able to do because of weather issues are Couloir, the COFFIN, and Elevator. So I'll put all those in a separate video at some point. I'm gonna do what anyone does to drown their sorrows and drink extra hot, très hot sauce. Cheers. I promise we'll ski those 3 bangers another time. We'll rip them when the snow's better, but it's a good lesson, right? You don't want to ski stuff when the conditions are inappropriate for it, because you're putting yourself at risk, and it's also just not going to be fun. But hey, you know what? Those are some steep runs. I'm stoked that I got to do Exhilaration, Excitation, Staggerhome, some of those other steepity steep runs on the Whistler side with you guys in some nice blue sky in this video. It was fun as hell skiing them with you guys, and I love the rush of skiing steep stuff on crusty snow. Anyways, hopefully we'll get another dub soon, because I'm eager to shred some pow, and I want so badly to be skiing in the trees again. Get into the mountain this week, have some fun, be safe, and keep on shredding. I'll see you next time.